welcome back to another edition of our Senior Update, where we check in about all the cool stuff going on at the Senior Center. I'm your host, Sydney Bowles, and I'm joined as always by Senior Center Director, Council on Aging Director, Marge Yetman. Marge, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. Can you believe we're rolling into September almost?
I can't believe it.
So we're talking on the first day of school, and we're located in the school building. It's back to school energy. Got all the kids trying to figure out where their classes are, and lots of hullabaloo.
Trying to find parking spaces.
Yeah. It's that like fall new beginning energy. Yep. I feel like it's cool.
I feel like I should go shopping.
And Senior Center Month.
National Senior Center Month.
Talk about that.
So it's really about putting the focus on ourselves and what we offer for people, for community engagement, for helping them with services and resources and things like that. So it's really kind of to highlight what we do.
I mean, it really is amazing. The Senior Center serves people who are sort of on the younger end of the demographic, who might still be working, who might be very active in their lives and communities, and then folks who are on the other end of that who might be, have some more challenges with mobility, with services. It's a really big range, and you are so present for that whole swath of our population. It's really pretty phenomenal.
It's crazy. So, a lot of it from the 60 to retirement moment is the information they get in the newsletter, right? So, we put information in there, and so hopefully by the time they retire, they know how to do it without causing any undue stress, like not signing up for Medicare or not signing up for, the drug plans and things like that. For those that are having trouble making ends meet, how to manage that. And then helping folks with kind of sometimes end of life, but sometimes end of chapter, right? So I just, 10 minutes before I left the office, I had a couple that we've known for years and have been fantastic, and really great for our self-esteem too, I might add, come in and tell me that they're moving to assisted living, brand new in Bedford. And they said, thank you, because we've given them so much, and because we brought somebody in from that assisted living, and that's where they learned about it, and it offers what they need.
That's fantastic.
So, yeah.
It must be really gratifying to hear that you're able to meet those needs and to to have people come by and say thank you.
And be able to hand them off to a really great place, which is brand spanking new, so everything's sparkly and shining. And,
So to celebrate Senior Center Month, you all have a couple of events going on. One that I'm going to attend and I'm really excited about. There's an art show, an open house and open house and art show. So talk about that.
Easy for you to say. So we did this 2 years ago, and it's a great way to celebrate, right, the way that we're supposed to. So bringing information to people, or having them come to get information from us. So we'll have on display, we'll have, what our activities are, what our services are. Social workers will be on hand to talk to and meet. I'll be on hand. We'll have the board there. Most of the board will be there, not all of them, but most of them. And we're going to have an art show and sale. So we have an art class that is so prolific. They did Poppy the pig for us,
which was phenomenal.
Yeah, they did a
very
great
popular
job.
pig.
Yes, we came in
Poppy,
second.
Yep.
And so they're just prolific. They've done so much, and in fact, we're going to. I bought canvases and paint for them. And they are in the process of painting on large canvases for me, which was great for them. It was a real challenge. But we're going to put them up in the hallways.
Oh, that's great.
So just kind of we've got art in there now, but it's just it's not anything that means anything. So we'll take down all the artwork that's up, and we'll put their stuff out, and we'll have more. It'll be colorful. And I'm just amazed, absolutely amazed at the talent. And some of these folks were not painting before they came to the art class.
That's amazing. That's great. And then the Safety and Wellness Fair as well.
That's at the end of the month, and that we're going to bring people in for. So we'll have assisted livings. I think we have somebody coming from the local ramp company. We have somebody coming from Minuteman Senior Services. We'll have different departments coming, so you can kind of see what's out there and meet folks that can help you.
That's great.
And it's not just limited to those, there'll be, in the past we've had some state folks come from, the Commission for the Hard of Hearing and Low Vision and things like that. And I think they're coming. We haven't got all the RSVPs in yet.
Okay, so let's transition to some of the hybrid events that you all are putting on in September. These sound so fun, so walk us through them.
So we're going back to hybrid, doing a couple to make sure we can do it. So if anyone is interested in these two programs, or actually 3 programs, they can just email me at coa@burlington.org, and I will send them the links. We'll have a different link for each one,
Okay.
just for safety, because we don't want any Zoom bombers. The first one is always hybrid and has been hybrid since we reopened, which is Sophia's exercise class. And anybody can join that and take part at home. It's not a bad way to get started with it, because it's a long class. It's an hour and 15 minutes.
Wow.
Because people are in shape. And then the 2 special programs we have, the first is Joys of Nature with Joy Marzoff, who has been coming to us since COVID, actually. We started when we weren't open and we needed virtual programming. She was like our first person. And she's coming to do Dragonflies of New England on March 17th.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, there's been a lot of dragonflies around this year too,
Yeah.
so it'd be really cool to see what she has to say about them. I don't know anything about dragonflies other than they're on my tablecloth.
I always feel so special when I see a dragonfly. I feel like I've been visited by a special creature.
Yeah, like a butterfly or a cardinal type of thing.
Yeah.
I know, exactly. And the other is another old standby for us, Roger Tinknell. He's going to be coming and singing Blues to Bluegrass is the title of it. And that's sponsored by the Burlington Cultural Council. So he's a good sport, so we'll try it with him and see how it goes. The setup is going to be very different than we were doing with COVID. We have, there's 3 cameras up in the ceiling with a bunch of microphones. Supposedly when the singer's singing, it should cancel out any audience participation. But if somebody's asking a question of Joy, you should be able to hear the question with these microphones.
That's great.
So I'm looking forward to it, and I apologize in advance if things don't work. But I do need a couple of guinea pigs at least to join us hybrid, so we can see how it works.
So email coa@burlington.org if you want to get involved.
Yes.
And then this one seems really cool, Pirates of New England.
I know. I saw that. I was like, oh my goodness. So Maria Teager does all of our programming. So I don't have all of the minute details, but I don't think we need them. I mean, from the Pirate Museum in Salem,
it's phenomenal.
That is going to be so fun.
Yeah. Super cool. Okay, so you sent so many things that are going down that I think we're going to have to skip some of them. But let's hit a couple. There's a ton of food events happening this month.
Yep.
September 10th, Windrow's barbecue lunch, breakfast sponsored by the residents on Tuesday, September 9th.
Yep.
And cybersecurity awareness and an Indian lunch on Monday, September 25th.
Yep.
And as always, all the details, the times are
in the newsletter.
newsletter.
Yep.
So this one I think people really should know about. The municipal aggregation meeting coming up on September 10th.
Yes.
This is important. There's been a lot of moved and shaken around this. It'll be really good for seniors to get their head around what's changing.
And I feel like there's already been some misinformation kind of bopping around in the gossip world. This is where you're going to get your straight up information. It's going to be, I don't want to say dumbed down, but it'll be simplified so everybody can understand it. So I highly recommend.
It's really complicated. It's, talking about kilowatt hours and, hundreds of pennies. It's, so it's good to get the.
But we should make everybody aware and reassure them that if the town discovers at some point that that it is more expensive than the old, that they will let everybody know so they can they can opt out.
And I mean, for folks that are listening, based on the numbers that the town has put out at this point, if memory serves, folks who do nothing will be automatically opted into a program that can save up to about $15 a month on your energy bill. So it's not nothing, but it'll add up over the course of a year, and you don't have to do anything to be opted in. So you can opt out if you don't want to save those $15. You can opt for greener energy, but the bottom line is this is going to save money on utility bills for the most part. Yeah.
Correct.
So September 10th, there'll be a meeting on that. Learn the details.
Exactly. And then Dr. Ram is on September 5th. He is a new physician to town. He is a primary who is accepting new patients, and he is affiliated with Leahy. He is not at Leahy, but he's on Cambridge Street.
Okay.
But he's affiliated, so if somebody, you cannot get a primary right now at Leahy for any reason. And I just actually scheduled my physical this morning, and it's not until January, and it is with a nurse practitioner, not a doctor. So that tells you the kind of the state of things. So if anybody really feels like they want a primary physician, this might be a good option for you. So I would recommend you come out and meet him. Don't just sign up willy-nilly. You definitely want to have a meeting with him or make an appointment. But this should be some good. It should help to ease it a little bit for people who really feel like they need a primary.
September 5th at 9 a.m. for that one.
Correct.
Okay. Lastly, we'll just mention there's an author talk with local author Joan Pash, author of Prairie Wife.
Yes,
Thursday,
and
September 12th.
she's a regular at the senior center. So
that's great.
Come out and support her and hear about her book.
Local author.
Yeah.
So much going on at the Senior Center March. Every month you jam-pack more in there, it seems like, and especially for Senior Center Month, it's really great to find some time to, stop on by, acknowledge the work that you all do in the community. So I guess
I would like to thank my staff who make the center such an amazing place for people to come and engage and connect. I couldn't do it without them.
Yeah.
So thank you, staff.
Well, thank you, and thank you to your staff for all the work that you do, and thank you as always for taking a couple minutes with us.
Absolutely, thank you.
All right. This has been another episode of our Senior Update here on BCAT. I'm Sydney Bowles. Thanks for watching.